Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, we're going to go for the madness of King Charles. I want to see how his family are feeling, so we're going to get Princess Anne, his brother, is it Edward, Harry, William, Catherine and Camilla. I think that'll do for now. Okay, so we'll start a pile. Let's do each family member, actually. Excuse me. William, Catherine, Camilla, Anne, Edward and Harry. Right, William. How does does William think the king has gone mad? He feels everything is too much. So, you've got your doing too much, going so many places. You've got Harry in the court cases. You've got his health. William feels that he's making problems for other people, so that could be us as well, and as well as, making problems for the family. All Charles is doing is creating his own rod for his own back. Does Catherine believe King Charles is going mad? He's doing things, with not seeing a 10-year plan in front of him, by the way. So it's like things are going on and you just never know where this is. It's uncertainty. She's uncertain about his decisions. And that he's acting without thinking. Or does Camilla believe the king has gone mad? He's been stubborn. She also feels he's been under the influence of a male as well. I mean, that is king. She thinks he knows what he's doing. He probably does. And she'll stand by him because it's her husband. Okay, Princess Anne. Does Princess Anne believe King Charles is going mad? Prince Anne is not happy whatsoever with Charles. She's making him sad. No, he's making her feel sad. They either want to help him, assist him, talk to him, offer him words. It's kind of turning down the opportunity to discuss things as well. She feels he is not as balanced as he should be. How does Edward feel? Does Edward believe the king is going mad? He's bothered about Buckingham Palace, so would I be. Have you heard that? £1 to get into Buckingham Palace if you're on universal credit or any other benefits. I mean, that's just a piss take. That is an absolute piss take. Not is it a piss take to people on benefits, sorry, to those that are working and can't afford it. It's a piss take to reduce Buckingham Palace to £1. So he disagrees in the house. Does Harry believe his father's gone mad? Well, Harry just cries and cries, pleads, begs, despair. He knows exactly what he's doing to Charles. Does he believe he's gone mad? Well, I would certainly say that he's very worried, you know. Oh, I can't get my dad on side anymore. I can't blackmail my dad like I used to. I can't do this like I used to. My dad won't let me get away with this. So, you know, he's hoping to get Harry. Harry's hoping the king gets him off something and can help him. Well, that's probably the hacked off and the Justin Nicholas. It's certainly not going to be about money. The king will not get involved with money. Okay, what does William believe the king's biggest problem is right now? Being so open about things as well, you know, and you got not hidden discussions, but sharing emails, sharing information, sharing this, sharing that. What does Catherine see as King Charles's biggest problem yet? Leaving, taking a trip, a boat. Leaving something behind. I think this is trips, okay, and visits. So his visits are a problem. But we'll come back to it. How does Camilla feel, you know, what does she feel Charles's biggest problem is at the moment? Got too much on and he can't cope, you know. It's a lot and he's making mistakes. I think she's worried about his health, his treatment, you know, and stress. He obviously, King Charles feels under a lot of pressure. What does Princess Anne believe King Charles's biggest problem to be? Getting involved in other people's burdens. So the 10 of wands there is, yeah, everything's too much. William sees the madness. It's starting to affect Charles and all the stress as well. And Camilla sees that he's not coping. And so does Princess Anne as well. And she thinks she's, you know, he's making his own problems, okay, by his actions and words. Or not words. How does Edward feel? What does Edward believe the king's biggest problem to be? Lincoln's stories and his reputation as well. You know, the king needs to get a grip of his reputation. Well, we're not loving him, are we? Not marking. So I think Edward's been somewhere where they may have chanted that. What about Harry? What does Harry see as the king's biggest problem right now? A confident woman. A confident woman. A woman being confident against the king. Is that right? Yes or no? A woman being confident against the king. Yes. Is it Fergie? It's Fergie. Absolutely, coming out to tell the truth. Oh, so if Fergie spills, Harry can't blackmail his dad anymore. How does William feel about his father's preferred religion? Yeah, not happy, seriously. You know, he's been doing it for years, but, you know, this isn't the climate to do it in. This isn't the right time at all, especially as we see these people as being a threat to us, and we're currently being invaded. That could seriously destroy things. What does Catherine feel about the king's preferred religion? Yeah, that's making people uncomfortable, you know, and it's that they're losing support from us. We're in fear, you know, anxiety, but we're facing poverty because of it all. So yeah, they've got their goods on Charles for that. How does Camilla feel about his preferred relationship? You know what I mean. I invite him to Buckingham Palace, why don't you? Oh, come and stay with us. Maybe she's thinking, you know, never mind these grubs, you need to be focusing on your own family. How does Princess Anne feel about, you know, the king's obvious choice of religion? Again, feeling being stuck and trapped and unable to move. Well, she feels get rid of him. That's what she feels. Get rid of him. Need somebody else's input. Unable to move. I also feel that as well that she feels the king feels trapped in a situation, and that it's down to somebody else. So actually, Charles is taking instruction regarding this and where he's seen and who with, because it's our government. How does Edward feel about, you know, the king dallying with a certain religion? A lot more than Christianity. Yeah, he's not happy neither. Oh my God, yeah. Dreams not realised. Totally unhappy about that. Can see exactly how it looks to everybody else. How does Harry feel about the king's preference? He thinks it's great. People keep going on about it and on about it and on about it. Oh, maybe Harry feels that, you know, that he should do this as well. Does Harry believe he should be doing more with, you know, his dad's religion? I'm getting some disputes there. Don't think Harry would fit in as a newly ordained preferred sect. Okay, what's coming up for William and the King? An announcement. So this could be a good thing. It's not new. It's something they've already been working on, and probably that we know that just gets a little bit bigger. What's coming up for Catherine and the King. So this is to do with William and the King. So whatever's coming up, she is in it, but she's just beside William. Yeah, so there's not much coming up with Charles and Catherine directly. It'll be Catherine and William and Charles. Okay, what's coming up for Camilla with the King? Yeah, things not going so well. Feeling like things aren't going so well. Going through a rough time. Things don't work out the way she thought they would. I don't know, I'm getting things not going well between Camilla and the King. And I'm not sure it's arguing. I think it's more like she's trying to support him. And it's fastly becoming an unpopular thing. What's coming up for Princess Anne and Charles? Well, she can't leave him in the lurch, so she's going to have to stick away. But, you know, she's warned him, you won't get away with this. You will not get away with this. You do this, and the public will go absolutely, whether it be mental, whether it be mad, whether it be, you know, protesting. So she's, you know, saying you can't get away with this. How does what's coming up between Edward and the King? Well, something's going to be said, you know, that something's happened, but it's happened, but just not in the way or for the reasons or in the manner or in the shape of what we think it should happen. And Harry, what's coming up for Harry with the King? Yeah, his dreams don't get realised either. Another unhappy bunny. Okay, outcome for the King with William. We've got talk. I think, you know, Charles will make it clear that he's the boss at the moment. And I think I can see the King preparing for something with government as well. So where Harry is, it's like I'm still his dad. Where William is, I'm still the boss. Where Camilla is, I'm your husband. Catherine, I'm your father-in-law. So laying down the law. Outcome for the King with Catherine. Now this could be getting her to talk about Fergie. I think so. Does the King want outcome for the King regarding Catherine? Is that Fergie that I'm saying? No. Getting about being confident and brave. I see a beautiful dress. She's getting dressed up, you know. I also feel like there's a ball of fire. Or fire, a torch, maybe. Something like that, a torch. Maybe William and Catherine have to go somewhere. I kind of feel like that. And that Catherine is expecting Catherine to do well. Outcome for the king regarding Camilla. He sees her as being difficult, you know, because you won't go their own way. I also feel that Camilla is going to be attacked again and in the news for, I don't know, something she hasn't done, something she has done. I don't know, he's going to find things difficult, especially where, you know, I mean, Fergie's in the mix in this. I never thought to ask, but anyway, or Andrew. And I didn't want Meghan involved neither, because, you know, these are the people that actually, apart from Harry, care about Charles and what he's doing. Outcome for Princess Anne, no, outcome for the king regarding Princess Anne. Yeah, there's a loss there. He'll feel a loss. She's going to cause a loss. So, you know, she's just not happy with him whatsoever. So she'll be giving him a wide berth for now. She may even turn around and say, right, that's it. You know, I'm done. Is she going to say, I'm done? She wants him to delay something. For something not to go ahead. So maybe we find out King Charles isn't doing something because of Princess Anne. What's the outcome for the king with Edward? I think he'll confide in Edward, you know, brother to brother. What do you expect me to do? You know, Edward and everybody else are saying they're very concerned. In that situation, you kind of don't like the fact that people have been in contact with each other, discussing you, and then kind of how Charles sees it is like an ambush or indeed a coordinated attack. And what's the outcome for the king with Harry? Another legal battle. Get on with it. Get on with it. You know, I think he'll tell Harry off. Harry gets reprimanded in some way, and I think the king will agree. Everything changes just like that. Everything changes just like that. Act in haste, repent at leisure. Yeah, things aren't quite right with Harry and the king either. They've got battles of their own, but I think King Charles will be exasperated when he finds out that there's another legal battle coming as well. I mean, if you're going for your security case, right, and appealing again, you can't get involved with the king until it's over. So it's as if he's finding excuses to not have anything to do with the king. Okay, so one last set of readings. Okay, how will the public feel about William and the king? That the king's pulling stunts and last minute as well, you know. Worried again for William, worried. Outcome for the public with how will the public feel? Outcome for the public regarding King and Catherine. Why make them suffer? Why make them suffer? We'll be feeling that she's suffered enough, but she will suffer again. I mean, it could be minor, okay? It could be leaks, it could be what they say in the media, stuff like that. But I am getting upset. How will we feel outcome for the public regarding Camilla and the king? Yeah, she's not going to have an easy time of it at all. I'm getting, you know, leaked stories here and information, which is just going to put more pressure on the king as well. Outcome for the public regarding Princess Anne and the king. Well, if you think she's supporting him, okay, she's not. So there'll be claims there that maybe, you know, Princess Anne is a fan of the king doing such and such. And clearly there is not. So all's not as well with Anne. That's how we'll feel about Anne and the king. How will we feel about Edward and the king? Somebody says, you know, and he does get things right quite a lot of the time. Maybe it's because he doesn't say anything contentious. So we're going to agree with Edward on whatever it is regarding the king. And also, how will the public feel about Harry and the king? He don't give up, still trying to find his way. Pettiness, just pettiness. Yeah, we won't be too happy either. Okay, so last card. Is the king really losing his mind? Yes or no? No, it's by design. It's deliberate. All the things he's doing to stir up shit is deliberate. And there's a lot more coming. There's a hell of a lot more coming. Do you know what? These plans and psyops, honestly, they're so obvious now. It's impossible to ignore. Yet these guys are still living in a 1960s playbook. You won't get away with it like you have done. We live in different times. Outcome once and for all for the king in this. He's still king. He's still king, and he'll still get away with it as well. Now, I know some people are praying for, you know, the demise of the D-E-A-G-H of King Charles. You know, just so we can get rid and have a new slate and all will be well with the world. But it's not. The best you can hope for and pray is that King Charles sees the light. Yeah, sees the light and, you know, does the right thing for us. I don't think he actually cares or believes that, you know, we don't want him. I mean, everybody's reading about him. They're more popular or read about, not popular, but more read about and talked about and videoed about and X'd about and Facebooked about and YouTubed about than ever before. You know, this has been going on since Harry and Meghan came into it. It's like, hate Harry and Meghan, love the royals. And that's how they did it. Well, I'm not loving either, okay? I'm not loving either. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed that. You've had 3 videos today, so I'll be back again tomorrow with some more wild ones. And, yeah, thank you. Okay, right. Bye now. Bye-bye.